Here are some of our favorites now available for mobile devices. Number 1. Ascension. Ascension is a deck-building game designed by a small team of Magic, the Gathering Tournament champions. The game is available as a physical card game, and in this digital version, you can play it on your phone. The gameplay centers on spending runes to acquire more powerful cards to help you defeat monsters and earn honor points. Number 2. Card Thief. Stealth is the name of the game in Card Thief. You play a thief who must sneak their way through a deck of cards collecting treasure while avoiding detection. You can use equipment cards to assist you in your thieving ways, but don't get too cocky, or you'll run out of sneak points and get caught. Number 3. Evil Apples. You Against Humanity. This unofficial mobile version of Cards Against Humanity or Apples to Apples lets you play online anytime. There are over 5,000 answer cards and 1,300 question cards, so each game should be uniquely hilarious. In addition, you can connect and play with friends over SMS, Twitter, or Facebook, or join random Blitz mode games against strangers for a quick fix. Number 4. Exploding Kittens. Exploding Kittens is a game created by Matthew Inman, the brilliant artist behind the Oatmeal. The game's goal is to force your opponents to draw cards until they pull an exploding kitten card. If they cannot play a diffuse card to eliminate the threat, they blow up and are eliminated from the game. Sounds pretty ridiculous, right? More like ridiculously fun. Number 5. Gin Rummy. This game lets you play Gin Rummy on the go against 15 different levels of CPU opponents. This is one of those classic card games I fondly remember from childhood. This game runs beautifully on any device, and it's one that I highly recommend. Number 6. Gwent. If you've had some of my other roundups, you knew this one was coming. Gwent is my absolute favorite card game on Android, mostly because I'm a massive fan of the Witcher universe. I loved Gwent when it was but a mere minigame in The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt. Now that it finally landed on Android, I couldn't be happier. Gwent has you choosing from different decks, each with its own abilities and weaknesses. Unlike Hearthstone, you don't have a health pool to deplete. Number 7. Hearthstone. Hearthstone needs little introduction. It's a popular card battling game set in the World of Warcraft universe that more or less ushered in the free-to-play online digital collectible card game genre. It's been going strong since 2014, and there have been many expansion packs released, so it might feel a bit overwhelming for new players. Number 8. Legends of Runeterra. Hearthstone was bound to have a big competitor, which turned out to be Legends of Runeterra. This collectible card game functions similarly to Hearthstone, except it's set in the League of Legends universe. It's a one-zone game where your goal is to deplete your enemy's health pool. Each player gets an attack and a defense round, instead of just one turn like in Hearthstone or Gwent. Each card has its own attack and health stat, and many have special abilities. Number 9. Magic the Gathering. One of our era's most iconic card games, Magic the Gathering is having a renaissance thanks to its foray into the digital world with Magic, the Gathering Arena. For the uninitiated among you, Magic the Gathering is a collectible card game wherein players take on the role of a planeswalker and then battle it out with other players by casting spells, using artifacts and equipment, and summoning creatures big and small from their individual decks. Number 10. Microsoft Solitaire Collection. Microsoft single-handedly made Solitaire a household name by including it with every version of Windows since 1990. You can now keep yourself distracted on the go with the Microsoft Solitaire Collection, which includes the iconic Klondike version along with Free Cell, Spider, Tri-Peaks, and Pyramid. Sure brings you back. Number 11. Nova Island. Debuting exclusively for mobile devices in late 2021, Nova Island is a captivating PvP deck builder that gives free-to-play a good name. With no ads and monetized solely through cosmetic in-app purchases, Nova Island boldly makes new cards purchasable solely through in-game currency obtained by playing. Some of the cards are very pricey, so you'll have to win a lot to afford them. But for the most part, you can still form solid decks without too many high-tier cards. Number 12. Reigns. Reigns is a single-player card-based game where you play as a monarch and make decisions that affect 4 aspects of the kingdom: the church, the people, the army, and the royal wealth. Your goal is to keep all 4 in balance. If any meter fills to the max or is entirely depleted, your reign is over, and a new reign begins. Number 13. Shards of Infinity. In my opinion, another deck builder, Shards of Infinity is a beautiful card game with a really cool premise. Designed for 2-4 players, you earn cards as you go and make the best of the situation. That also means that not every game will be the same, which is something that you want in a game like this. The goal is to be the last one standing in a free-for-all, like other games on this list. There's a lot of complexity behind Shards of Infinity. Number 14, Shelter Free. Shelter Free combines deck-building card games and castle defense strategy. You wake up to find that the world is overrun with zombies, and you have to continuously fight them off to make your way out of the danger zone. You move through hazards, seek cards to build and strengthen your deck, and duel with zombies with equally powerful card decks. Number 16, Slay the Spire. If you've missed the boat on one of the best card-based games released in the past few years, I am pleased to introduce you to Slay the Spire. A deck-building roguelike, Slay the Spire gives you a handful of playable characters with different specialties and an ever-changing spire to pit yourself against. Number 17, Star Realms. Simplicity is the name of the game here with Star Realms. The premise is wicked easy to understand. The gameplay is a breeze, yet there's plenty of room for anyone who enjoys deck-building games to have fun. Star Realms has been out for quite some time, but it's my favorite card game on Android next to Gwent. Number 18, Uno. Uno was a game night staple in my household growing up, as I'm sure was the case for millions of families. It's a cultural icon at this point. It follows Crazy 8's rules where your goal is to get rid of all your cards by playing the same color or suit as the last card played. Number 19, Yu-Gi-Oh! Despite being an older game, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links holds up pretty well in today's landscape. Given that it's supported by Konami, I never held much hope for it, but I was proven wrong. Sure, monetization is typical for card games, but the gameplay is quite good. These are the best card-based games you can play on your phone. You might be wondering why there's a lack of casino-style games on our list, and the simple answer is that so many of those games are designed to hook you in and get you spending for fake in-app currency. So I can't recommend them in good conscience. They are also super easy to find and a dime a dozen in the Google Play Store if you're still interested. And if we missed any games, please mention them on the comments.